Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sports Wrap Show. I am your host, Brian Monango, updating you with the latest sports news. Well, there is so much to talk about. As we all know, this weekend we have the Prosperity Health Africa Triathlon Cup that's taking place in Swakopmud at the Mole that is. Well, this is an iconic event that has been part of Swakopmud for the past 2-3 years now, and this is the third time we are hosting it again. And NTV will definitely be live streaming that event, so please do stay tuned throughout the whole show to just find out more details about the event. But with that being said, let's get into today's hit list. Yes, like I did mention, I would like to start off with our first event for the day. Well, that is, of course, the Prosperity Health African Triathlon Cup that's taking place in Swakopmud. We did catch up with the president of the federation to just give us more insight on how preparations did go and what his thoughts are on this year's races. So let's have a look at the interview.
How did the preparation go for the Triathlon Cup this year?
Preparation went well. We all sorted, everything is ready. First event's going to kick off in about 2 hours. We've got a swim this afternoon, we've got a run tonight, tomorrow's off day, and then on Saturday is the big cup triathlon. So all in all, much easier than we thought compared to other years.
Anything that is being done different?
Yes, we're trying to bring sport codes together this year. So we've got the swim thing today where we're supporting one of our own Olympians, Helth Africa. Tonight is a fun run just to get the people of Swakopmud involved, give them something to do on this Independence Day. Tomorrow, hopefully everybody signs up a team for Saturday's triathlon then.
And what are your...
But also maybe also, yeah, it's okay. Both. Mr. Dr. Rudy van Vuren, President of Cricket. Pauline Ebongo, Vice President of Cricket. And before I go further, let me start with the Deputy Major General, Anna Marina, in your team. If I don't go there, and all the uniform forces, if I don't go there, they will refuse to protect me when anything goes wrong. Esteemed board members of Cricket Namibia present here, cricketers, if any here, Javera, my boss here, all the people who make it possible, and those are sponsors and developers and those people with better brains than us who know better how to put up a stadium like this. All invited guests, and I think everybody here around who came here have got one or another, some sort of interest.
ASB, where the next
late at 17, but it's still young for us. I mean, I started boxing at 21, so Peter has a lot of potential. He's the hardest worker in the gym, always, and with hard work and dedication, in the next few years, Peter can go through the levels: Africa champion, European champion, international champion, and of course the main goal is to become world champion. But while we're still amateur, our main goal will be the next Olympic Games in 2028.
Looking at a guy like Peter, nicely built, a quite a big guy, you would say, and he's just going to grow bigger. What are some of the weight divisions that you would be looking at for him to do in the future?
At the moment, Peter is fighting at the light heavyweight limit, which is 81 kilograms. But he's only getting bigger, as you say, and it's natural for boxers to move up in weight as they get older. So for now, I would like to keep Peter anywhere between 75 and 81 kilogram. And then as he gets older, more mature, grows into his man body, because he's still a far away from his man body, then we will definitely go maybe cruiserweight, bridgerweight, heavyweight. I mean, if you look at South Africa boxing legend Gerrie Coetzee, who was heavyweight champion, he started as a light heavyweight and went through all the weight classes as he progressed.
Yes. Look, it's always important for a boxer to grow through these events. What are some of the things that it takes to bring this guy to that level? What would be required from him?
A lot of hard work. I mean, it's an experience. It's hard for us to get fights here in Namibia, but we're hoping to get as many as we can, maybe 10 this year would be our goal. And then we can maybe branch out to South Africa, Zimbabwe, Ghana, see where there are fights available, because it's hard for us at our weight class. There are so few guys here in our weight class. I mean, when I was amateur, I used to fight the same 3 guys each year, you know. So it's just experience. Amateur doesn't really mean anything. You win some, you lose some. It's only 3 rounds, so there's not a lot you can do. I think as Peter progresses in the rounds, it will suit more his style, you know, going into the rounds. 3 rounds is not a lot of time to work, but definitely the future, Peter has every possibility to become a world champion.
All right, Peter, you have a fight coming up, and it is going to be against another guy that I don't think you have you fought him before?
Oh no, I haven't fought him before.
All right, how does it feel? Are you nervous? Are you looking forward for it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward for the fight. No, I'm not really nervous. If I'm nervous, I don't fight well. I don't perform as I should. So I'm trying to stay calm. Not knowing how my opponent fights or not knowing how he trains, it's fine with me. He should train as hard as he can. I train as hard as I can. If he stops me, if I stop him, it's who trains the hardest, who wants it more, who fights in the ring, not outside.
Definitely. Will this be your first fight, or have you already been in action before?
No, this is my 9th fight.
And how many have you won in those 9?
I've won 7 and lost 1.
Wonderful stuff there. You have a great future ahead of you, as you can see from your coach, quite confident. How has the response been in terms of the public sponsorships and all that? I mean, because it definitely requires a lot to have a boxer of that caliber go through the ranks and actually develop into a superstar.
Yeah, like first of all, the confidence thing. It's not false confidence. It's not confidence that just falls out of the air. It's confidence that comes from hard work, from sparring real guys. You know, we go to Sunshine. Peter is still amateur. He's sparring with Africa champions, you know, every week. That's where that confidence comes from. To go in a ring with a guy who has 20 pro fights and 18 knockouts, and you spar him every week, that gives you confidence to go in with any amateur guy, regardless of the level. You know, you've put the sword in the fire, and that's the only way to succeed. As regards to sponsorships, it's a struggle for us. I fund the gym mostly by myself. All of the equipment and the punching bags, everything is self-funded. We're still in desperate need of a ring. That's the only thing we're still missing from our gym. So Mr. Nestor Tobias has been gracious enough to allow us to go and spar at his gym with his guys. He has a few big guys for us, so that's great. But definitely we will let our performances speak for themselves, and hopefully that will garner the sponsorship that we need in future.
Most definitely in future. Well, any words to the fans that need to come and watch Mr. Kotel on that fight?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for everyone to come and see the sport of boxing, especially with the 2 big fights and the co-main event and the main event. even if you don't know much about boxing, just come and watch. It's always nice to learn something new, watch something new, and I'll also be fighting there as an exhibition fight. So come and support us as a team, as Namibians, and just enjoy the night.
Thank you. Tino, any last words?
Yes, please come out the 27th in your numbers, make a lot of noise, get into the spirit of boxing. It's a great card. The main event, Philippus Energy will be fighting for the #1 spot to contest for the world title in his weight class. John, Africa super middleweight champion, will also be fighting, and Charles Shimina, African super welterweight champion, will also be fighting. And then Peter will be the 4th last fight on the card, just preceding the 3 big title fights. So a lot of action, a lot of drama, and definitely some knockouts.
Well, what a stage to be in, Peter. Being part of a world title fight that will be taking place, and you are part of that, I think it is quite a good start and a good step. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, Ario Gat is on standby with international news.
Good day, everyone. Time for international sports news. Starting off with tennis news first. The Miami Open that started. That is in Florida in the USA. It is a big, strong field. It's a thousands tournament on the WTA and ATP, meaning the best players in the world in action in both the WTA and the ATP tour. Firstly, on the women's side, on the WTA tour, it is Donna Velsic that beat Karolina Pliskova. Pliskova, former world number 10, and she beat 6-4, 2-6, and